one of my patients is able to eat sugar and then go for like 5 hours and not be hungry, where a lot of my other patients eat sugar and they're hungry 30 minutes later. It talks about insulin sensitivity and insulin resistance. When you can eat sugar and you can go 5 hours, it means that you are really insulin sensitive and you can get glucose into the cells really easily. When you eat carbohydrates are the only thing that you really need insulin for. So when you, at least a lot of insulin, and when you need it, it comes out of the pancreas in the presence of glucose and it gets glucose into the cell. If you're insulin sensitive, it means it's doing a good job and it's making you full, satisfying you for a period of time. When you become less and less sensitive and more resistant, it means that insulin's being released, but it's not getting glucose into the cell. So you're still hungry and you still want to eat food. And so you're eating it, but you're not getting the satisfaction after like 30 minutes to an hour, and then you're starving again because you really haven't fueled yourself. If you're eating like a muffin with refined white flour, lots of sugar, artificial blueberries, there's really nothing beneficial in there. And that would be a meal for someone that would last them 5 hours if they're insulin sensitive and 5 minutes if they're insulin resistant. When you're insulin sensitive, just like children, it ruins their appetite when they eat sugar because it lasts so long and they're not hungry for a good, decent meal that has nutrients. When they eat sugar, it lasts too long, they're not hungry, and they're not eating good food. That happens when you're young, and it can actually happen if you're really insulin sensitive. It can happen even into your 20s. But when you hit your 30s and 40s, typically it will backfire. If you're using sugar as a meal, then it bombards the insulin receptor sites without any nutrients to replenish it, and you get more and more resistant over time. And then you get pre-diabetic, and it ends up with diabetes. Not a way to go.